Hello 7.6, I hope you are doing well this week. This is your online lesson for week 3 of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I would like you to start by reading chapter 7, 8, 9. You should now have read all the way up to chapter 6, to the end of chapter 6. So your next 3 chapters will be 7, 8 and 9. And that is what the corresponding work in this lesson will be based on. So after you've done so, can you please do task number 1? So we've got here, once you've read chapter 7, 8 and 9, can you identify the key events in these chapters from the following images? So there's a flow of images here, so where the green triangle is here, this is where you'd start. Now you need to identify the key events from these 3 chapters that these photographs correspond to. So the first one, for instance, is when in chapter 7, Harry, Hermione, Ron, Neville and co. all enter the dining hall and are allocated their houses by the sorting hat. So that is an image of Harry Potter with the sorting hat on. So you would do the same for each of these photos or images all the way to the end here, this red square with end. So if you want to pause the video now, you could just number them or just write a list or just see if you can work them out and keep them in your head. And then once you think you've got them, we will move on to the next slide. So pause and then restart the video when you've had a go at task 1. Okay, so hopefully you've completed task 1. Now here's a chance to just check your knowledge. So if you have a look through, you'll be able to see which events each image correspond to. So hopefully you've done quite well. So as we said, the sorting hat assigns students to their houses in the dining hall. The next one is where the Gryffindor emblem signifies Harry joins the Gryffindor house. He's selected for that. This one here is an image of Harry touching his scar, so he feels pain as Snape is glaring at him from across the dining room. And then you can carry on and read through and check how you've done. So once you've done that, we will look at task 2. So your first task is to research the author of Harry Potter. So many of you know that is J.K. Rowling. Here she is over here. I'd like you to write at least half a side of A4. Here's some instructions to help you. So if you're stuck, start by finding the answers to the following questions. When did J.K. Rowling write Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone? What was her inspiration for the Harry Potter series? And how long did it take her to plan and write the book series? There's some websites underneath here that will help you find out some information. I would anticipate this task would take you probably a good half an hour to 45 minutes to do nicely. Either type it up and email it to me, write it and take a photograph of it. That's just what we said before about how to submit the work, so that should be familiar for you. Now you will notice in this lesson there's quite a few tasks, so you've got plenty to get on with this week. So if you have a go at that, your next task is a little bit more creative. So task number 3 is to create your own wand. So up here we have a quote. Every Ollivander wand has a core of a powerful magical substance, Mr. Potter. We use unicorn hairs, phoenix tail feathers and the heartstrings of dragons. Try this one. Beechwood and dragon heartstring, 9 inches, nice and flexible. Just take it and give it a wave. So we want you to create your own wand. So I would like you to draw a picture of it and then label it. So you must include the following. Give it a suitable name, names that suggest magic and wonder. Draw a picture of it, write a paragraph describing your wand and consider the following. What kind of wood is it made from? What does it have for its core? How long is it? What kind of spells is it especially good for? Are there any other special design features, for example, an extra comfortable grip, detailed carvings, or an anti-rebound feature? So that's something quite nice to do. After that, you then will do another creative task, so that's task 4 here. And that's to create an advert to sell your wand. So I'd like you to, on a piece of A4, whether it's in your book, again on the computer or by hand on a piece of paper, create an advert. You will include the following: a catchy slogan, an image of your wand, a paragraph describing your wand. So a lot of these things you will have done up here, so you can just copy them across. And then a persuasive paragraph convincing people to buy your wand. Now, you must include at least 3 persuasive language features. So if you glance across to the left here, there's an image of a tree and the word deforest. I don't know if any of you have heard of this before, but it is an anagram for the persuasive language techniques and features that we can use when trying to write a good persuasive paragraph or piece of writing. So here you can see them listed. So I'd like you to put the bullet points deforest down in your book. This will help you with task number 4. And then copy them across from the tree into each individual letter. So direct address will be D, alliteration A, facts F, and so on, all the way around. Then you've got them to reference. So then when you write your advert, create your advert, you'll have plenty that you can use. Okay, so this is this image here and this task of transferring the various techniques around the branches of the tree over to the anagram in your book is to help you with task number 4, to create an advert. Now, you might look at these particular features and techniques and not be too sure what some of them are. So I've included some examples here. Now, the advert said you needed to use at least 3 of these features. I don't want you to copy any of these. So if I see any of these in your writing, I won't be happy. I'd like you to come up with your own. That's far more exciting and creative. So direct addressed, you must buy this product. So you're talking to the customer directly. You are directly addressing them, you. Alliteration, wildly wonderful. So 2 words beginning with the same letter that make the same sound. Facts, wands are used by wizards. Now obviously you will probably create your own facts, because as far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong, wizards aren't real. I'm going to put that out there, and therefore I don't think wands are. And if they are real, I don't think that they're really magical. So we're going to have to pretend that we are in the wizard world with Harry Potter, and that they are. So the fact in that world would be that wands are used by wizards. So you need to come up with your own fact. An opinion, you should know what that is. I think this is the best project ever. Rhetorical questions. So a rhetorical question, just to confirm, is a question that you don't require an answer for. So who wouldn't want to buy this? Okay, that's your rhetorical question. Repetition. So you repeat the same word or the same slogan. Buy, buy, buy. Emotive language. So exactly as it says, it's language, words that create emotions. So it will bring you a sense of euphoric joy, this wand, apparently. You could flip it and have much sadder emotive language and say something like, it would be a catastrophic disaster if you weren't to purchase this wand and impress your friends, or something like that. So you've got options there. A statistic. So that's basically a number. So 95% of wizards agree. You could have a quarter of the wizarding population use this wand. Okay. And then the rule of 3. It will give you peace of mind, confidence and flair. So a rule of 3, also can be known as a triple or a list, is where you basically list things that are all to do with the same kind of thing but different references to them. So the same sort of lexicon. So it will give you peace of mind, confidence and flair. So you're listing 3 things, which is the rule of 3 things that this wand will give to you that are all positive: peace of mind, confidence and flair. So you could flip it again and have some negative things. Not buying this wand will make you jealous, distraught and a rubbish wizard, for instance. Okay, so that here and this slide here will help you with task number 4. Right, now for most of you that's fine, but some of you might think, actually I'm a little bit bored sitting at home in the garden in the sunshine, playing on my PlayStation, watching Netflix, whatever else you're doing, listening to Granny on FaceTime. talk about what she's had for dinner. So you might want to do a bit of extra work, something a bit more challenging. So for those of you that would like to do that, here is your task number 5, challenge. Now this is a little bit more meaty, a little bit more challenging, hence the title. And I would like you to research 3 of the following mythological creatures. So you have the option of a sphinx, a boggart, a centaur, a unicorn, a phoenix, a banshee and a basilisk. Now a couple of these I'd had no idea what they were, so boggart for instance, or a basilisk, never heard of those. So when I was looking for these images I found my own little bit of research and found out what they were, so you could do the same if you don't know what they are. So there's some useful web addresses here again for whichever 3 you choose. Bit of help of how to do this. So how could you present your research? So in the yellow box here you've got the option of either writing a mini essay on each of your chosen mythological creatures. I want you to aim for around half a side to a whole side of A4 per creature. Include the key information. This would be a nice option if you'd like to present different cultural beliefs about your chosen creatures, maybe their changes in status throughout history and how we view them today in our popular culture. Okay. So if you find some really interesting information out about them, a particular creature, that might be more of a suitable one to do if you've got some real meaty information. The other option is to create a Facebook type profile for each creature, include an image, facts, incorporate some of the information you find out into posts or status updates. So, I mean, this is a bit of a rubbish example. It took me quite a while to even come up with this. So an example for, say, the Phoenix's Facebook page might be a status of rising from the ashes. This time was especially hot. I'm looking forward to this new life, because a phoenix rises from the ashes and then burns people and things, basically. And has a new life every time it emerges from the flames. Hence the status. I know, it's not the best. Okay, in the star, I'd like this to be beautifully presented, however you choose to do it, whether it's a mini essay or a Facebook page. You can mix these up. You could do 1 creature as an essay, 2 as a Facebook, whichever. Do not just copy the text from the internet. Always put the information into your own words. We always know if you just copy it, because it just doesn't ring true to how you write. We get a feel for how all of you write, so please don't do this. And also think really creatively. Superb work will be shown to Mr. Hunter, so he's asked us to send him really fabulous examples of work that you're all doing at home. So if we think some are really particularly good, we will send him. Same with your adverts for the wands and your wands that you design. Anything that's extra special will be sent to him. And then you might be in line for some R4s and special awards. We're also doing some English type awards at the moment as well, so just a new thing we've created, so you might be up for one of those. So just to recap, your tasks are to, if I can find it, read chapters 7, 8 and 9, and then identify the key events in these chapters from the following images. Task 2, research the author. Task number 3, create your own wand. Task number 4, create an advert to sell that wand, using at least 3 of these persuasive language features, which you have as a deforest anagram, which you're going to translate into the bullet points on your page. And then finally, for any of you that are extra specially bored and just loving doing all this schoolwork that you're being sent, have a go at the Task 5 challenge. Some of you might be interested in kind of myths and magic, particularly big Harry Potter fans, so this actually might be something really nice for you to get your teeth into and get stuck into, which is the research the 3 mythological creatures. So this will be due in next Tuesday. I'm about to upload this onto YouTube. I will send you the link on your email, and go for schools and through Teams. So I wish you all well. Please get in touch with any questions or queries. Take care, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.